Today, we're going to travel to the shores of West Africa, to the Gambia, for a story that feels like it was whispered by the ocean itself. This is a folktale about love, about sacrifice, and all the mysteries that lie just beneath the surface of the water. You know, it all starts with this idea, right, that the ocean has a memory. We're in a place called Kombo Creek, where the line between our world and, well, another world is incredibly thin. And we're about to meet a man whose very soul belongs to the sea. Okay, so let's meet our main character. His name is Samba Jarra. Now, he wasn't just some guy who fished for a living. No, it was way deeper than that. People said he was born of the sea, that he was a part of it in a way nobody else in his village could really wrap their heads around. I mean, he had this incredible, almost magical connection. The stories say he would talk to the ocean like it was his own mother, that he could literally whisper to the horizon and calm a coming storm. The village elders, they saw this, and they knew it wasn't just skill. It was something more, a spiritual gift they had a special name for. And this is so important to understanding the story. They called it Ndofa. This wasn't just talent, it was a blessing, a direct line to the spirit world. It totally set him apart, marking him as someone who walked just a little bit closer to the unseen world than everybody else. But you know how these things go. A gift like that, it always comes with a warning. The elders were very clear. The sea is powerful. She can be generous, but she can also be incredibly dangerous. And there was one rule, one absolute rule he was never, ever supposed to break. Don't fish when the moon is red. And this is the moment everything changes. Because what are rules for in stories like this, if not to be broken? A long drought hits, the village is starving, and Samba, well, he's forced to make a terrible choice. He pushes his canoe out into the water all alone, completely defying that ancient warning. And the scene is just wow. A moon as red as fire, a sea that glows like liquid glass. He's desperate, so he casts his net, hoping to catch anything to feed his people. But what he pulls out of the water, it isn't a fish. It wasn't a fish he caught. It was a song, a voice so beautiful and sad rising right out of the depths. And as he listened, completely mesmerized, he saw her for the first time, a woman made of light and shadow, a creature that was definitely not of his world. So this is it. This is the start of a secret, forbidden love. Night after night, Samba would row out to that same spot, and she would rise from the tide to meet him. And slowly, their two separate worlds, the land and the sea, they just started to bleed into one another. And her song, her full song is called Tide of My Soul. It's this haunting invitation, a promise of peace to a man of pain, which is what she calls him.
The sea remembers, deep and wide, every whisper, every tide. He gave his breath, she gave her tears, a love that spans 1,000 years. Oh, winds that cry, oh, waves that sing, a tale of love, eternal spring. Oh, man of blood, oh, maid of wing, your heart's been strong, your soul so brave. In tides eternal, love will shine beyond the bounds of space and time, of space and time. The shore.
It feels like she's speaking directly to his heart, pulling him further and further away from the shore. But listen to that last line. Right there, that's the catch. Love me once and disappear. It's a love song and a terrible warning all at once. It's this beautiful, deadly promise that kind of tells you right away that their two worlds can never really, truly, peacefully exist together. As they got closer, they would share these incredible stories. He'd tell her about his world, the smell of the rice fields, the warmth of the sun, the sweet taste of mangoes. And she would tell him about impossible things, entire cities hidden beneath the sea, drums made of coral, and spirits that danced on moonbeams. But of course, a secret that big can't be kept forever. Back in the village, people started to notice that Samba was changing. He was distant, kind of lost in his own world. A wise, blind woman in the village, she saw the truth without even needing her eyes. And she said this chilling line. The sea hadn't just gotten his attention, it had stolen his reflection, his very self. And this, of course, leads us to the crisis point, because their forbidden love hasn't just been noticed by the villagers, it's been noticed by the spirits in her world. And they are not happy, they are jealous. So one night, she comes to him with tears in her eyes. Their time is running out. The spirits of the deep have seen that her heart is turning toward the land, toward a mortal man, and they're about to drag her back into the depths for good. But she offers him one last desperate chance for them to be together. It's an incredibly dangerous pact. To bind their souls, he has to give her his name, the very core of his identity, of his humanity. If he does it, he can join her. So here's the ultimate question, right? Is an eternal love worth giving up your entire life? And what's so powerful here is that he doesn't even hesitate, not for a second. He looks back at the tiny lights of his village, at everything he's ever known, and then he looks into her eyes, and he makes his choice. He gives her everything. And just like that, with that one act of total sacrifice, Samba Jarra the fisherman is gone. He vanishes from the world of men, and in his place, a myth is born, an echo that will live in the waters of Kombo Creek forever. The next morning, this is all they find, his empty canoe drifting back to shore. And inside, a single, weirdly carved shell, the only physical proof that his encounter with another world was real. For the villagers, it's their worst fear come true. The sea finally took him. And that wise old woman, she gives the perfect final word on his disappearance. It wasn't a storm, it wasn't an accident. He answered a call from another world, a song that was never meant for human ears to hear. But you know what? The story doesn't quite end there. Years pass, and a young boy playing by the shore sees a figure in the mist by the water. The figure gives him this message. It's Samba, now a spirit, letting his people know he found his peace, not on the land he left behind, but in the calm depths, with her. And their whole story, their sacrifice, gets immortalized in this final song. It's about a love so powerful, it just completely broke through the boundaries between life and death, between land and sea. They exist now, together, in a place beyond time. The legend is still told in Kombo Creek today. It's this powerful reminder that the ocean holds on to its stories, and that some kinds of love are just as deep and mysterious and vast as the sea itself. Which leaves us with this final, lingering question. So what is this story, really? Is it a warning? A warning about the dangers of the unknown? Of loving something too much? Or is it a promise? A promise that true love can conquer anything, even the barrier between being a person and becoming a myth? The story doesn't give us the answer. The sea, well, she keeps her secrets.